This is Raptor News. Today we're going to be talking about adultery, fornication, rape, masturbation, and so on. Demons are at work inside of your body, seducing you away from the Most High God. That is what's crack-a-lacking. They can call these hormones, they can call these chemicals and everything else, but those are demons at work inside of your body. 1 John 2:16. For all that is in the world, that the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eye and the pride of life is not of God, but of this world. And so everything that has to do with the physical body, God is saying nay to that. And everything that has to do with the spirit and the fruit of the spirit, God is saying yay to that. Right? 1 John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God. A man working on his six packs and his body usually is doing that for men. I'm telling you women the truth. Usually he's doing that for men, or he's trying to be sexy for women. Is that the type of man that you want? Because he ain't sexy for one woman. He looking for this right, beautiful woman. No. He looking for many women to admire his body and give his body worship. Is all praises due to his body or to the Most High God? Is all praises due to his looks or the Most High God? When you get Mr. and Mrs. Sexy, guess what you're doing? You're worshiping them. They become idol gods that you are paying part worship to besides the Most High God, when God told you to love him with all your mind, body, and soul. So again, we are testing the spirits to see whether they are from God. When you have an interest for somebody, you are going through many hormonal and chemical changes. We're going to keep getting into it. Lust. What is lust? Lust definition, a very strong sexual desire. The moment you take an interest in somebody, lust is the first thing that happens. The moment, because God don't want you looking in the direction of evil, see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. That's how God wants you. That's a person without blemish. When they getting away from evil, you ain't dealing with the devil in nothing. Evil is the damn devil. So seeing evil is the Adam and Eve seeing Satan. Hearing evil is Adam and Eve listening to Satan. Doing evil is Adam and Eve going astray and eating off the forbidden tree. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Proverbs 6:25. Lust not after her beauty. Stop looking for the sexy woman and the sexy man. You have went astray when you did that. Because each verse is going to tell you, stop looking at the outward appearance of people and start looking for the spirit and righteousness in thine heart. Neither let her take thee with her eyelids. I tell my sons and daughters, if a woman or a man is constantly staring at you, how many other people, this is a strange man and a strange woman, how many other people are they constantly staring at? If somebody is turning their head and honking their horn and going crazy and bananas over you, you think if he go to Mexico, he ain't gonna go bananas over some chica down there? Yes, he is. And then if she got a whole dress on when you met her, that's how you're gonna leave her. It's probably gonna be a little higher, right? Because she's gonna be more wore out. 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. I reject this man. I'm not looking at how many people think he look good and he's so tall. For the Lord seeth not as a man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance of things, but the Lord looketh on the heart. So God then is telling you, if I'm doing this, shouldn't you be doing this? And you call yourself my people? If I'm looking on the inside, why are you looking on the outside? Ain't you going contrary to me? He told you, don't walk contrary to me. whatever see the father doing, so shall the sons, right? Let's keep going. When you lust for someone, two hormones is released in your brain: testosterone for the men and estrogen for women, which becomes like a strong addiction, like a drug. Yet once you have sex, these same hormones seem to fade away or go away until the next time they rage up, letting you know that these are demons working with inside of yourself. When did God tell you to have raging hormones? When did God tell you to have all these diverse lusts? These are for people who went astray. And why is the lust there again? Because when God told you to turn away from evil, see no evil, you want to look upon this sexual person and this creature. And guess what? Then all of these hormones start happening. Then all of a sudden, it's going to take you over, like God said. All these curses pursue you until you get destroyed. Let's find out. So again, what's happening? When you lusting after somebody, your testosterone levels is going up and her estrogen levels is going up. Hormones. Lust then goes into a second stage called physical attraction. Matthew 23:28. Even so ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men. So some people may have that look. They just look like they doing something right. They look like they pious. They look like they innocent. But on the inside, within, you are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. You devils, and your hormones is raging. Why does the heathen rage? Why does the hormones rage? Because they are astray from the Most High God. That's why. Because anybody who ain't it astray from the Most High God is at peace. Let's keep going. 1 Peter 3, number 3. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adoring. So let not your adorning be outwardly, the braiding of hair, and the wearing of gold, and putting on of apparel. Stop looking at her hair, her nails, her tight little short shorts, and whatever the hell she got on, trying to attract you. The thing is like I tell women, if a woman is working so damn hard to try and attract a man with her ass, that's where her brains is at. She have no brains. You are getting the best that she got right there. And what happens when her raggedy ass body go astray? Then you have nothing. You got a brain dead bee. You got a lifeless body there. Right? Let's keep going. And just like a man who had to put all his emphasis on his penis or his big chest or his six-pack, well, that's all you getting right there. Because obviously he ain't got enough sense to do any damn thing else. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Do not be unequally yoked with somebody, but unbelievers. For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? Or what fellowship can light have with darkness? So, if you calling yourself a righteous man and a woman that believes in the Most High God, then why you with the devil? Why you with their children? Can two walk together and not be? No, you together with them. The reason why you walking with an unrighteous heathen because you won. This is God telling you that you don't believe like you think you do. Keep it moving, people. Physical attraction definition: a strong desire based on the visual. And then God keep telling you what? Stop looking at the outward adorning, the outward appearances of people. Physical attraction definition: physical features of somebody's body. Right? Stop looking at the body and look towards the what? The spiritual, the belief system. This attraction could last for weeks or months. So when you meet somebody, then you have some kind of attraction, some weird attraction. This attraction releases more hormones called dopamine, which lessens serotonin. So again, now, first you start off with estrogen, and you started out with testosterone, and then the more you keep going astray, Something is working your flesh from the inside. And it's releasing these things called dopamines and serotonin, which is nothing but demons working it on the inside of you, doing they spells and magic and curses on your body, and you keep getting further and further away from God, following your sexual desires, which gives you satisfactions and security. So God said, resist the damn devil. That's why he got a six-pack. That's why he's showing you his penis. That's why he's lifting weights. That's why she's showing you her titties. That's why she got her ass sticking out. Because they devils. Resist. Don't give it no attention, and they'll flee from you. The devil only pay attention people who pay him attention. Dopamine, which lessens serotonin, which gives you satisfaction and security. The other hormones make you feel energetic and a false sense of happiness. Then you are being deceived. Again, these hormones, the Jezebel spirit, or the effects of the Jezebel spirit, these hormones, is making you go astray. Dopamine definition. Dopamine is the feel-good neurotransmitter. Dopamine is strongly associated with pleasure and reward. And God says this, temporarily he grants you these pleasures. Enjoy yourself for a little while, and then he destroys you. Right? And so this is what's happening with the dopamine. All of this stuff is acting just like a drug acts inside of your body. You do the drug, it has a temporary effect of making you feel good, because the same chemical reactions and everything else is happening from the drug as was happening from sex and sexual lust. Right? And then it goes away. Right after a man get through finishing on a woman, I'll just put it like that, he had no more interest in her ass. Usually he don't. Right? And if he do have an interest, it ain't gonna last that long. Like a lot of men, right after they have sex, you hugging on a woman, you want to let her go. You want to move far away from her. All of those promises of love and everything else go right out the window, and your sex drive and everything else, because the demons left. The demon was putting all of those fake desires and deceiving you from within. That's what you feel it. You're feeling something. But why did it go away? God deals in everlasting. When things is fading away like that, that ain't from God. Let's keep going. So this is temporary pleasures. Serotonin definition. Serotonin sets the tone of brain activity in relationship to the state of behavioral and arousal activity. I can't eat or sleep. All I could do is think about him or her. All you can do is think about that person then. All you want to do is talk on the phone at 4 o'clock in the morning. You fall asleep drooling on the damn phone. Phone ain't even working right. The next stage is, if you keep pursuing that relationship that God told you to not pursue, it's called attachment. That attachment is called addiction. Right? Now you gonna say, I need you in my life. I want, and all you need and want should be God. And this is what God said. First seek you the kingdom of heaven and all of its righteousness, and all of these things shall be added to you. The wife and the husband is going to be added to you. Not I want, so I went and got like you a God. You ain't no God, and that's what all these people is finding out, dealing with me. You ain't no God. Attachment definition. Affection, fondness, sympathy, closeness, a bond, and an addiction. This attachment releases another hormone called oxytocin. Oxytocin. What does oxytocin do? Multiple things. Let's find out. Oxytocin definition: a hormone released by the pituitary gland that causes increased contractions in a woman in her uterus during the labor and stimulates ejection of milk into the ducts of her breasts. Oh, oxytocin is a good thing. Let's keep it going. Oxytocin also produced in the hypothalamus and released during sex, childbirth. It is also associated with empathy, trust, sexual activity, and relationship building. It makes you want to be in a relationship that's foul. It makes you want to be in a relationship that's foul. You gotta understand this. Embrace all those hormones because you won't ever feel them again. They are temporary. So just like a thing, like I said, same thing make you laugh, make you cry, right? All the hormones wear off, guess what you're going to start doing? Let's find out. After a period of time when all of the hormones begin to wear off, the person is left with the actual reality of the situation. And this was what you was trying to avoid the whole damn time. The reality of having to deal with this woman in her period. The reality of having to deal with this woman that she can get pregnant by you. So many people is killing women because they got pregnant. The actual reality of having to deal with this woman is mentally ill, and this is why she keeps throwing herself at men like this. And this man is mentally ill. That's why he need to work on his body because his brain don't work. You know, you're going to find out a lot of these people who work on their bodies ain't got nothing else to offer. It ain't no brain in there. So if you met on foul terms, like you stole that man and that woman from somebody else, or you gained that relationship wrongfully, you met that B at the stripper club and you try to put a long dress on her, the same hormones begin to work differently inside you. So the same thing make you laugh, make you do what? Make you cry. Oxytocin then increases aggression and hostility to those whoever they perceive as a threat. So you begin to argue, fight, and it may even lead to murder. So here's the same damn oxytocin that's used to breastfeed the baby, used to help you induce and have baby and everything else. It's a setup. And then the same oxytocin then start making you be suspicious. Well, I met him at the club. How good is the man that you meet at the club? Well, I met her at the stripper bar. You know, she was at the stripper bar and all those men saw her naked ass. My wife, everybody didn't saw her naked ass. You know what I mean? Oh, I stole this man or this woman from them. They cheated on them to get with me. The oxytocin is working on your brain. Right? And then all of a sudden, now you suspicious, your aggression. Where you been at? Let me see your phone. Right? Let me see your phone. What you looking at on your computer? They're trying to, figure out what your passwords is. You hiding, you got passwords because you is hiding shit. You know what I mean? And so all of a sudden they're aggressive. Now y'all fighting. He done blackened your eye. Next thing you know, he done choke you to death or put a bullet in your ass. Same thing, make you laugh, make you cry. You couldn't wait to get off you never want to get off the phone with them. Now you're running. And all of these are demonic spirits working inside the flesh. We don't deal in the flesh. Every time you deal in the flesh, you are a fucking loser. The flesh cannot glory in the presence of the Most High God. The flesh is not even allowed in the kingdom. Then why is the flesh allowed in your kingdom? We deal in the spirit, and we deal in truth, and we deal in righteousness. So check the spirit. Make sure they are a believer, and I mean a believer. Make sure their behavior and their conduct is righteous before you put a ring on that finger. This is Rap the News.